What's going on, guys? This is the round of 16 Cup of Nations battle between myself and Araya of Axiom. That's obviously going to be Stradomski, Galatia versus Epirus. I'm only going to be showing one game from this series because unfortunately I didn't save the second game. But he won the second game, I had won the first game. Neither was particularly close, so I don't really think it's too bad that we're missing it. So instead I'll just show the deciding game. It was quite a bit closer and very interesting, so it should be a great game. Let's get into it. In terms of arms, Stradomski brought exactly the same army, and he did manage to defeat me there. I didn't know what to expect, but I did bring myself the exact same army. I just thought, well, better for me to deal with it, and I knew I had to fix that, but instead it will not be an easy task at all. The army is quite strong, and actually it was a tactic that I did not expect, I did not think of it before the game, so that was definitely a surprise. So, okay, what have I brought here? I brought my typical Galatian army here: 4 Galatian spears, 4 legions, 1 Galatian sword, 3 mercenary steering archers, 2 Cappadocian cav, 1 noble horse, 1 levy freeman, and 3 Galatian raiders up front. Now Stradomski's army is quite interesting. He's brought pretty much, yeah, you would say it's probably the strongest army Epirus can bring. Now Epirus can bring 13 infantry, but they can only bring 5 swords, not 6 like Mastodon can, so that's kind of a hindrance. So he's gone for 3 Sam Knights here, obviously quite strong. We'll lose legions pretty handily though. He's got his 2 Italian swords, so he maxed out his sword components. Didn't bring a royal peltist, understandable. Then he's got hoplite, Thureos, looks like a militia hoplite, Thureos, and hoplite. So, jeez, there's like 2 hoplites, 1 militia hoplite, and 2 Thureos spears. So that's gonna be 10 infantry, I think. 3, 6, yeah, 10 infantry. But the real meat of his army comes here with 3 peltists and 2 Agrianian axemen, so 5 peltists to support him on the flanks. And really, this is a deadly idea because with these Thureos spears as well, he'll have a lot of javelins coming my way, and Epirus is going to obviously struggle to kill the Galatian legionaries, but using these peltists is definitely a solid way to do that. And his spears will beat my spears pretty much in general, so that will be in his favor. However, my advantage will lie obviously with the Assyrians, and with no long-range skirmishers for him, they will be pretty much unopposed. But the question is really, can they kill faster than his peltists can kill? And the answer is probably no. But if they can, they have obviously more ammo, and if they focus down the key targets at the right time, I should be fine. Also, my cav is going to be a lot better. He has 2 Tarentines and 2 Italian cav, and then Hellenic World cav gen. So the Italian cav just died of Cappadocians like super badly, and the Hellenic World cav will be strong, but if it gets shot up by my raiders or my Syrians, it will not be good. So I'm trying to engage on one side only, and here he had 2 Sam Knights, and here he only had 1. So obviously I'm going to try to engage up this side where I have better infantry, and my tactic is going to be trying to like hit those peltists as much as I can. Here I tried to bait out a javelin volley. It didn't really work, but I got a nice bit of volleys there. He tries to charge into his Sam Knights. That's fine though. I'm gonna get my Galatian legions, but he can immediately see he's gonna target my legions here, and they are dropping very quickly. And meanwhile, he smartly retreats his Sam Knights here, not allowing them to die, and then his Thureos are also getting charged. So now I just have to engage pretty much here. I'm also skirmishing on this flank. I need to stop his Thureos from firing. My Galatians are getting charged here. But yeah, so I'm going to charge into his hoplite, that's fine. But here I do need to get into here. I do charge into his Tarentines here because, okay, my raiders are better and I have Cappadocian support. He's going to send his Sam Knights over here though, and a lot of his cav. And at the same time you can see his peltists are going to get nice shots, but now my legions are in, but they have lost 40 men already, and that's not good. Meanwhile, his Sam Knights are getting into this cav fight, and my Galatian raiders got kind of fucked, honestly, by his Tarentines and his Italian cav, but my Cappadocians will kill off his cav, and my spears are going to be good in this cav fight. Gotta get my raiders out. This one does break, but I do keep one in here. He lost his Tarentine, so it's fair. When these Thureos are in square, they don't kill anything, so I'm winning here. I just destroyed this Italian sword very easily with javelins and a quick charge, so that was no problem. And here I just retreat my Cappadocians, lost a few men, but did better damage here, and his Hellenic World cav comes in trying to kill off my Galatian spears, and they probably will. Sam Knights are here as well. And his peltists are The unfortunate thing right now is those pelters aren't really getting any shots here. I don't know if he turned fire at Wolf. Yeah, now he throws them. Actually ended my general, and this was devastating. Lost 13 men from those 2 volleys. And here I'm like, okay, I have to go kill these fucking pelters, so I'm going in to engage here. And I know that I have some time. These Sandmites are not engaged. Gonna get a charge in here. And I have these spears coming through, and this is what I need to do. Is get infantry into his back lines. Here I make quite a risky decision here because the Sandmites are gonna live, and my general will obviously win this fight. But his Sandmites are gonna be able to support this fight very soon. Here I go, cavalry counterattack. He's gonna get some kills on his Hellenic Royal Cav. He didn't really get a good charge through his own men. And my Galatian, or my Cappadocian Cav are here as well. Well, the flag is here, but you can see the Cappadocians are mostly in this fight coming here. And I'm also tracking down his peltas with my light cav here. He's gonna kill them off, but I just need to stop them from firing because over here, you can see he has no peltas, and my legions are gonna be so good here. Just killing off his cheap swords here. His Sandmites are still in reserve, but my Syrian archers are just chilling here, full ammo. And if they're alive in the late game, of course, they can't be alive alone against Peltas because the Peltas will beat them in melee, and that's one of the good things about bringing these Algrinalian Axemen and Peltas. Like, they can just chase my archers because they'll win in melee, and they basically act as like secondary infantry, and he did a very good job of that in the last game, where like he would bring his infantry, and then and they died to my Galatian Legionnaires, but then the Peltas just shot them, and then he had Peltas against my archers in the late game, and some cav, and he was able to pull it out. So this time I'm in much better position though because my cav is already engaging his Peltas, and my legions are now unscathed, are totally unscathed here, getting nice engagements, and Galatian Legionnaires will kill Samnites very easily. And now I'm just surrounding him from all sides. Here I'm not doing so well. He does have pretty much a full Samnite here, but I am killing off this Samnite, and that's basically the core of his infantry. All those hoplites are dead at this point, except for this one, which is dying in my Galatian Spears here. And this Thurio Spear, but the Thurio Spear don't really want to fight my Galatian Spears, so he goes in the square, they're just gonna die. Here I decided to like keep my cav alive. He doesn't have much cav left. I know I can beat his cav, but I do need to protect my Syrians, and you can see now the Syrians are getting great shots into his men. And here, okay, my Galatian sword charges into a Samnite, gonna die, but I just need to delay here. And now, yeah, now my archers can focus fire here. And his Peltas are alive now, they can start to get some good shots. But his infantry is already so weak, and I have a full Galatian Legionnaire. I have basically 3 full Galatian Legionnaires, and they don't have any infantry to really contest against, so they can just push back his Peltas for free. Here he sends his cav forward, but obviously I'm just gonna sacrifice here because I know my cav is actually much better. They'll probably win this fight. And meanwhile, I can just continue to destroy these Samnites, and if he turns to fight here, I mean, they're just gonna die. So now my free Galatian Legionnaire is just chasing his units around. His general is still alive, but he can't really get close to my archers, obviously. And my one Galatian Raider is doing a great job getting into his Peltas, stopping them from firing, and allowing my Galatian Legionnaires to get close. Here again, I have like a 2v1 here. My spears are winning against his spears pretty handily, I would say. Here he is gonna win. I mean, like, he is gonna take out my guys here. But again, this Cappadocian is still at 26 men, so it's gonna take a Samnite a while to actually do that. And at the same time, my Syrians can just continue shooting, and here they're going to do a lot of damage. Going to knock out his Royal Cav Gen. I think I got a jab volley in there, and my Syrians were doing great damage. And now my Syrians just turn and focus the next target. He does have some Cav surviving here, but it's not really enough to scare me. General, I didn't want him to die though, because then they can just get a charge here and rout the Syrians. But the fact of the matter is, with these Galatian Legionnaires doing so well, and this extra Legion here just charging the backs, I don't think he's gonna have enough. Here he does charge 6 Tarantines, but okay, I'm just gonna run away. I don't think he'll have enough men here to kill them off, and my morale is still good because my gen's alive. Here I'm like, okay, I can sacrifice another unit here just to give my Syrians more space and time. He does try to get a volley in here with his jet, or with his javelins there. It doesn't really kill one guy though. And these Galatian Raiders can do so much damage to weaken cav units, and that's what they're doing there. Here his Peltas are trying to get in, but over here his Peltas are getting charged, and his general is only at 5 men here, 7 men. Whereas my general is still alive. Maybe it was kind of fortunate, but he's at a 3rd strength, so, you know, not that bad odds. And even if my general were to die at this point, I would be pretty safe. I still have about half ammo on those archers. And my legions just can finish off him too. Here he's getting, again, nice shots with his Peltas, but it's just too late. I have enough infantry now to chase down his Peltas without risking anything. I'm still killing off his spears here, and again, like Thurio Spears, when they're in square, literally will last forever, but also not kill anything. So it's a trade-off there. Tries to charge into sandbags, but I just counter charge and shoot them in the back, and I'm getting another recharge here with 87 legions. And I have another 24 here, so definitely gonna be pulling this one out. And again, it was quite a close battle. Unfortunately, I would show you the first 2 games as well, but since I didn't save the loss, I felt like it was only fair to just show the end, the last game, since it was probably the best one of the 3. And in the first game, he took a weird army with slingers instead of peltas, and it just didn't really pan out for him at all. And I was able to pretty much just roll it. This army was very strong though, and literally in practice, I literally never lost this matchup. Not one time did I lose this matchup. So the fact that he was able to get a win off of me there was very impressive, and he played quite well in this game. His micro was pretty on point, but just Glacier is just a better faction. I mean, there's no way to put it really. He doesn't get the 6 melee. If he had 6 melee infantry, he could definitely stand a better chance. I don't know why Epirus didn't get 6 melee, but because Mastodon did, and pretty much the same faction. So yeah, I mean, he did very well considering just how bad this faction is compared to Glacier. But he definitely had the right approach, killing the legions with javelins, which we will be seeing more of that in the future. So I did advance here from the round of 16 with this win over Stradomski. Quite a close game. In game 3, it was a best of 3 obviously, but we can look at the kills here. Just Rangers didn't do that well. 2 of them just kind of got murked by his Tarentines and Italian Cab, but you can see his Cab did pretty much nothing. One of my Cappadocians did quite well though. But my Noble Horse, I mean, you can't really do anything with Cab when you have 5 Peltis on the field and 2 Theratospheres, really. But in the end, my Legions did pull it out. He wasn't able to get the focus fire with his Peltis. He did on one Legion, but you can see, okay, even though that Legion was at 80-something men before it even engaged, I'm pretty sure it was this one, it still got 135 kills, or maybe it was this one. So, yeah, you can try to kill the Legions, but if they get into melee against your units, you're kind of fucked. These guys are absolute beasts, the Galatian Legionnaires. I think they're probably the best infantry for the price in this patch. Like, it's actually insane. Syrian Archers did very well, still had some ammo left, took no losses, focused down the Sandites and the Cicada when needed, shot his gen as well, making him a non-factor. Then, in terms of my cheaper infantry, yeah, they didn't do great. Galatian Sword did quite well though. I think it did kill like a militia hoplite or something. Galatian Spears not really expected to do much there, just holding their own and tying down his units, which was a crucial part of the battle though, not allowing his Theratospheres to fire. And on his side, one Samnite did quite well. This was the one on the right flank, but it did kill mostly some cheap infantry, a Galatian Sword and a Galatian Spear, but still did quite well. The other Samnites, you can just see, they're not up to the task against Galatian Legions at all. Italian Swords really didn't get favorable engagements. One just died straight up to a Galatian Legionnaire, and the other one got charged early on in the battle. Peltis did pretty well. You can see, I think they weren't able to get all the best shots though, but still they were obviously a pain and the focus of Stradomski's army, and they did quite well. Tarentines and his Cab again didn't really do that well. Hoplites held their own, but were fighting Galatian Spears and didn't do that well. And militia hoplite, what do you expect? Anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the quarterfinals, which will be the next one, next replay that I will show. See you then.